Hey Ravens fans, today we want to continue looking at players who could be good fits for the Ravens in this year's draft. And today we're taking a look at the defensive line. There's a couple of guys who I think could be intriguing day two options for the Ravens. Now the Ravens have a good defensive front already with Nnamdi Madubuike and Travis Jones, but I really think that they could continue to invest in this position. The Ravens are a team that believes in building in the trenches, and here are two guys who I think could make a lot of sense for the Ravens as day two picks this year. The first guy they don't have to look too far to find is Jordan Phillips. Played his college ball at Maryland, so right down the road. I'm sure the Ravens know him well, and he's a traditional nose guard. Big guy, 6'1", 320 pounds, and he's a guy that can eat up blockers in the middle of that defensive line, just like Michael Pierce has done in Baltimore throughout his career. Now, Phillips is a guy that's athletic and really talented, big physical presence in the middle of that defensive line. And even when you take it off the field, he has a lot of intangibles that I think the Ravens would like. He has a wrestling background, and that is something that the Ravens value for those guys in the middle of the offensive and the defensive line. Look at Tyler Linderbaum on the Ravens' offensive side of the ball as a center. He had a wrestling background as well, and I think that's something that would serve Jordan Phillips well, and the Ravens put value in that kind of stuff. Also, Phillips has a great reputation as a weightlifter. He can squat 665 pounds, so he's a powerful man in the middle of the defense who I think could be really attractive for the Ravens as a day two pick. Now, the second guy that I'll point to is TJ Sanders out of South Carolina. He's a little bit more in the pass rusher mold from a defensive lineman standpoint. 6'4", 290 pounds, and he has positional flexibility along that defensive front that I think the Ravens would really like. You can put him right over the center, you can line him over the guard, or even sometimes the tackle. He did that during his college career as well, and I think he could come in right away as a rookie and be used as a situational pass rusher, keep guys fresh along the defensive line, which is what the Ravens like to do. And that flexibility along the defensive front, along with the athletic traits that he would bring to the NFL game, I think all of that makes him a really quality option for NFL teams, and could be, again, an intriguing option as a day two pick. So those are two players along the defensive line to keep an eye on, and I think could make a lot of sense for the Ravens in this year's draft.